Some people make others feel deeply connected to them without being the loudest, funniest, or most attractive person in the room. And psychology says it usually comes down to a few emotional habits most people never notice, because emotional attraction often goes deeper than appearance. People naturally feel drawn to those who make them feel understood, calm, accepted, and emotionally safe. And the strange part is, many emotionally attractive people don't even realize what they're doing differently, because emotional attractiveness is rarely about perfection. It's about how people feel after interacting with you. Do they feel judged or understood, drained or emotionally safe, pressured to perform, or comfortable being themselves? People remember emotional energy far longer than surface-level charm. Here are 5 habits that make someone emotionally attractive. The first habit is emotional presence. Most people listen just to respond, but emotionally attractive people listen to understand, and people can feel the difference immediately. When someone gives you their full attention without interrupting, without checking their phone, without making the conversation about themselves, it makes you feel seen and emotionally valued. Sometimes people don't remember the exact words someone said. They remember how deeply they felt heard. And in a world where everyone is distracted, presence becomes powerful. The second habit is emotional calmness. Some people carry emotional chaos everywhere they go. Their energy feels reactive, tense, or emotionally heavy. But emotionally attractive people often create calm instead of stress, not because they never struggle emotionally, but because they don't project every emotion onto everyone around them. They know how to regulate themselves before reacting impulsively, and psychology shows that emotional regulation strongly affects how safe people feel around you. Because emotionally, people mirror each other constantly. When someone feels emotionally grounded, others naturally relax around them too. The third habit is authenticity. A lot of people try too hard to be liked. They hide parts of themselves, change personalities depending on who they're around, or constantly seek approval. But people connect more deeply with authenticity than perfection. Emotionally attractive people feel emotionally real. They don't pretend to have everything figured out. They don't force a fake personality just to fit in. And there's something emotionally comforting about people who are simply themselves, because it gives others permission to stop pretending too. The fourth habit is making people feel emotionally accepted. One of the deepest human desires is to feel accepted without constantly proving yourself. And emotionally attractive people often make others feel less judged. They don't shame vulnerability. They don't criticize every small flaw. And they don't make people feel emotionally unsafe for being human. That kind of energy creates deep emotional connection. Because many people spend most of their lives hiding parts of themselves just to feel accepted. So when they finally meet someone who makes them feel emotionally safe, they remember that feeling. The fifth habit is emotional self-awareness. Emotionally attractive people usually understand themselves on a deeper level. They reflect on their behavior. They recognize their emotional patterns. And they take accountability instead of blaming everyone else for every problem. That level of self-awareness changes relationships completely. Because emotionally unaware people often repeat unhealthy patterns without realizing it. But self-aware people create healthier emotional connections. They communicate better. They recognize their emotional triggers. And they understand that emotional maturity isn't about being perfect, it's about being aware enough to grow. And honestly, most people are not looking for someone perfect. They're looking for someone who feels emotionally safe, emotionally genuine, and emotionally peaceful to be around. Someone whose presence feels comforting instead of exhausting. Because at the end of the day, people may forget appearances over time, but they rarely forget how someone made them feel.